My dear students, today I shall teach you the use of right forms of verbs. In English, A and the are called, the use of A and the are called right form of verbs. A and N are known as indefinite article and the is definite article. When something is denoted definitely, definite article takes place when something is definitely indicated, and right form of verbs denotes something indefinitely when something is denoted indefinitely. The first sentence: look at the board. Now I shall teach you another item of grammatical aspects, and the name of that item is close test without clues. Close test without clues and close test with clues. Close test with clues. Nazmin lives in dash families. Nazmin lives in family. In a family. She dash a first year college student. She dash a first year college student. She dash first year college student. She is a first year college student. Her annual exams are knocking dash the door. Her annual exam. Her annual exam is knocking at the door. She dash study a lot. She dash study a lot. She does not dash a room of her own. She does not she is to besides being an extended family. The next one, must be able to for themselves. Summary of poems. Summary of poems. She walks in beauty. She walks in the midst of beauty, like the night of colorless climates and starry skies. She moves around. She moves like stars in a starry sky. In starry skies, and all that is best of dark and bright meet in her aspect of her eyes. Thus, mellowed to that tender light. In the midst of tender light, she moves, which heaven to gaudy day beauties. One shade the more, one try the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven trees or softly lightens over the face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. Their dwelling place. And on that cheek and over that brow of soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tale of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, and a heart whose love is innocent. Now I shall write some sentences. You have to transform the sentences, change the forms of the sentences. That is called transformation of sentences. Simple sentence. I know the doctor. Simple sentence. Complex sentence. I know that he is a doctor. That he is a doctor. This is complex sentence. And compound sentence. Compound sentence. He is a doctor and it is known to me. He is a doctor and I know it. Simple. Simple. I was there in autumn. I was there in autumn. Simple. Complex. Complex. When it was autumn, I was there when it was autumn. I was there when it was. I was there when it was autumn. It was autumn. Again, simple. If you read, you will pass. You will pass. This is complex sentence. Simple sentence. Simple sentence. Read and you will pass. Compound. Compound. Read and you will pass. You will read and pass. Read and pass. Again, I am going to teach you the central idea of the poems. Now I am reading a few lines composed by William Shakespeare, the world famous dramatist. The name of the poem is Under the Greenwood Tree. Under the Greenwood Tree. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me. Here the poet says that who wants to live with me under the greenwood tree. Please, the poet here is making an invite, making an invitation. The poet invites those people who are interested to lie, to stay with him under greenwood tree. Here greenwood tree symbolizes, here greenwood tree denotes, here greenwood tree denotes a peaceful place where one can pass his days without any chaos and confusion. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to live with me and turn his merry note, and who wants to sing with me under the greenwood tree. Unto the sweet bird's throat, come hither. Come hither means come here, come to me. Come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy. If one comes to me, he will see here no enemy, like a city dweller generally face. Here shall he see no enemy, but winter and rough weather. The lives in cities are full of chaos, confusion, doubt, and frustration. Who does ambition shun? Only the people who wants to live with me, who wants to exist with me, will no more see any enemy, and loves to live in the sun. That man will love to live with me, seeking the food he eats. He can get his food easily if he lives with me under the greenwood tree, and pleased with what he gets, and he will become joyous whenever he gets something which he wants. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Here shall he see. Here that interested man who is interested to live with me will no more see any enemy under the greenwood tree. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. He will only see winter and rough weather are the only unwanted things under the greenwood tree. Except these, there is nothing uncomfortable here. Another poem on first looking into Chapman's Homer. Chapman's Homer. Much have I travelled in the realms of gold. I have travelled a lot in the realms of gold, in the realms of precious things, and many goodly states and kingdoms seen. I have seen many goodly states, many good states, and many kingdoms. Round many western islands have I seen. The poet says that he has seen many western islands, which birds in fealty to Apollo hold. Of one wide expanse had I been hold, that deep broad Homer ruled as his demons. Yet did I never breathe its more serene till I heard Chapman speak out, loved and bold. Then felt I like some watcher of the skies. When a new planet swims into the cane, or like stout tortoise when with eagle eyes he stared at the Pacific and all the men look at each other with a mind surmise, silent upon a peak of Orient. Another poem which is also important for your exam. The name of the poem is Time, you old gypsy man. Here time is compared with a gypsy man who is old. Time, you old gypsy man, will you stay, put up your caravan. Here the poet has made a request, earnest request, utmost request to time to be his guest for one night. Just for one day, he is making an appeal to time to be his guest for one day. All things I will give you, I shall give you everything, many things. Will you be my guest? Will you be my guest? Do you want to be my guest? If you want to be my guest, I shall give you many things. Please stay at my residence only for one day. Bells for your zenith, I shall give you bell for your horse. Of silver, the best, and best silver. Goldsmiths shall beat you. A great golden ring, peacocks shall bow to you. Peacock will bow before you. Little boys sing. If you come, if you stay at my home, little boys will sing in honor, to show you honor. Oh, and meet girls will festoon you with me. Time, you old gypsy man, why hasten away? Last week in Babylon, last night in Rome, morning and in the church under Paul's dome, under Paul's dial. You tighten your rein only a moment, and off once again, off to some city. You do not stay at any place for a long time, and the poet makes a request to time to stay a little bit for him, to show him, and in that if time stay for a while, he will be glad. Time is constantly passing away from one place to another. You tighten your rein only a moment, and off once again, off to some city, now blind in the warmth, off to another, before that is in the tomb,
Sir, 31 minutes.
Time, you gypsy man, Will you not stay? Put up your caravan just for one day. You will read the other poems with equal importance, and these poems are very important for your exam. If you read out the poems sincerely and attentively, you will get it common in your examination. And that is the end of my lecture today. See you tomorrow. Wish you all the best. Thank you.